It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I repeat myself. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then he made school boards. Patriotism is supporting your country all the time, and your government when it deserves it. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happened. Go to heaven for the climate, hell for the company. Buy land, they're not making it anymore. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. Good friends, good books and a sleepy conscience, this is the ideal life. The lack of money is the root of all evil. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. It ain't those parts of the Bible that I can't understand that bother me, it is the parts that I do understand. Don't let schooling interfere with your education. Do the thing you fear most and the death of fear is certain. Part of the secret of a success in life is to eat what you like and let the food fight it out inside. I can live for 2 months on a good compliment. There are basically 2 types of people. People who accomplish things, and people who claim to have accomplished things. The first group is less crowded. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. Let us endeavor so to live so that when we come to die even the undertaker will be sorry. Denial ain't just a river in Egypt. Never pick a fight with people who buy ink by the barrel. Life would be infinitely happier if we could only be born at the age of 80 and gradually approach 18. The reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated. There are lies, damned lies and statistics. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know because I've done it thousands of times. It usually takes me more than 3 weeks to prepare a good impromptu speech. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. Golf is a good walk spoiled. A man is never more truthful than when he acknowledges himself a liar. Loyalty to petrified opinion never yet broke a chain or freed a human soul. My mother had a great deal of trouble with me, but I think she enjoyed it. We have the best government that money can buy. There is no distinctly American criminal class, except Congress. I don't like to commit myself about heaven and hell, you see, I have friends in both places. There is a charm about the forbidden that makes it unspeakably desirable. Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been. When your friends begin to flatter you on how young you look, it's a sure sign you're getting old. Grief can take care of itself, but to get the full value of a joy you must have somebody to divide it with. The very ink with which history is written is merely fluid prejudice. Only one thing is impossible for God: to find any sense in any copyright law on the planet. Cauliflower is nothing but cabbage with a college education. When we remember we are all mad, the mysteries disappear and life stands explained. The difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. 'Tis the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. It's no wonder that truth is stranger than fiction. Fiction has to make sense. Be careful about reading health books. You may die of a misprint. A person with a new idea is a crank until the idea succeeds. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. If the world comes to an end, I want to be in Cincinnati. Everything comes there 10 years later. When people do not respect us, we are sharply offended, yet in his private heart no man much respects himself. Be careless in your dress if you must, but keep a tidy soul. Climate is what we expect, weather is what we get. Many a small thing has been made large by the right kind of advertising. But who prays for Satan? Who, in 18 centuries, has had the common humanity to pray for the one sinner that needed it most? Thousands of geniuses live and die undiscovered, either by themselves or by others. I didn't attend the funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it. I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835. It is coming again next year, and I expect to go out with it. It will be the greatest disappointment of my life if I don't go out with Halley's Comet. The Almighty has said, no doubt, now here are these two unaccountable freaks, they came in together, they must go out together.